Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode number 14. And just as I predicted, chapter 2, Renew.
Mm-hmm.
We start out the next morning that we all agree that Drew and Porsha are moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So today's the day to renew. We're not going to revisit that. They are moving on, right?
Yes. Fingers crossed.
Yes. We see Angela calling Charles, but he's not answering her because it's her anniversary, and he's just not answering.
He is not answering.
We find out that on the way home last night, Britt was vomiting. I thought she was sick. I didn't realize she was sick from alcohol, that she drank too much alcohol until...
I mean, I can't day drink anymore. I really can't. And so day drinking with shots, tequila. I mean, listen, she had to puke. It's understandable.
No, listen, I agree. First of all, I can't drink tequila at all, and I can't do shots because every time I do shots, I get sick. But I know that, so guess what? I don't do
You don't
shots.
do shots,
I
right?
don't do shots. I don't care. You're not peer pressuring me into doing shots.
Yeah, and yeah.
Right?
Yeah. She was kind of making it like they were peer pressuring her into it.
Well, that's what she was doing. I mean, she wasn't owning her part in it. Like,
Not
you're an
at all.
adult. Just say no.
Just say no.
Right?
Yeah.
So Phaedra's talking about that she was glad that she was, rooming with Britt so she could get to know her because she didn't really know too much about her. Although she did learn a little bit too much that she doesn't wear a bra or underwear at all, that she could literally see in her birth canal. I was like, oh, dear God.
She also said Kelly's boobs are too big.
Well, because she's so teeny tiny. She could fall. The wind's going to come and blow her over.
Exactly. She says she's so loud.
I'm sorry, but I know people don't like Phaedra, but I just find her very entertaining. I do.
She's
I really
very
do.
funny with her reads. She's very, very funny.
Shamea comes out in yet another great outfit. She said she literally packed 3 outfits in her bag, and that's her 3rd one. And they still don't know where.
She still doesn't have her bags.
And they don't know where it is. It's not getting any
because
better.
She doesn't have air tags on them.
I mean, I don't know how you travel without an air tag. I really don't. So they're splitting into 2 groups for the day. It's going to be Porsha, Phaedra, Cynthia, and Shamea, and they're going to the waterfalls. And the other group is Kelly, Britt, Drew, and Angela, and they're going to cooking class. So when Porsha, Phaedra, and Cynthia and Shamea are all talking on their way to the waterfalls, they're talking about the fact that they don't think that Britt donated enough to...
I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
I know she said she had a truck full of stuff. She's just trying to save face. Listen, the girl, if she's walking around with Birkin, I don't know how she, well, I guess you can get a Birkin for like 12 grand, right? 15 grand. They're not all like 90, like Crystal Minkoffs.
I don't know, to be quite honest with you. And who knows if they're even real.
That's what I'm saying. And her Rolls Royce is at least like, listen, the girl, she doesn't have what you have. She did what she could. Move on.
Right. I don't like that either. I don't like that they're shading her for that. I don't.
Yeah.
They ask Phaedra, what she knows about Charles. And she's like, she's known him for a long time and that he's always been a really good guy. And he likes to have fun and party. They asked if he pretends to not be married, which I think is a weird question.
Well, especially because she used to see him about town 10 years ago, and he and Angela have only been married for 8.
Right.
So she didn't know him as a married man. That's because he wasn't married when she knew him.
Right. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I was like, why are you guys painting it like this?
Yeah.
Right?
And, yeah. And I think that that's probably, I mean, listen, Charles, I meant to look it up. Charles reminds me of a guy from Jersey.
First, you want to look it up and see if he was from Jersey?
Yeah, I want to see where he's from. I don't my husband would never agree to being on a reality TV show. Not that anybody would want to watch my life anyway. But And if I were and I called him, I'd probably get the same reaction.
Yes. No, I agree.
Right? Like, listen, I don't, clearly they've gone through some shit, but nobody's going to tell Charles Oakley how to act on TV. Nobody's going to tell him how to treat his wife. Nobody's going to tell him any of these things. If she's okay with her marriage, she's okay with her marriage. And I do think the producers are trying to spin it a little bit.
Percent. And actually,
Yeah.
I think he came out with a statement too. He kind of said that, he was giving her a hard time. Like he just was busting chops. And that's pretty
Right.
much what Phaedra said. Like, first of all, she did say, I didn't know him when he was married. And like, that's just who he is,
Exactly. Exactly. I'm
Uh,
looking it up. Where's Charles Oakley from?
so when the ladies,
Cleveland, Ohio.
okay, I was,
Well, they must roll in Ohio like they roll in New Jersey because I could see it.
it's so funny. When the ladies get to the waterfall, there's a man out there standing there holding a monkey. Phaedra said she doesn't want to have anything to do with monkeys because they're racist. I was like, it's
Well,
just like,
I mean, there can be racist remarks about that. So I know what she was trying to say. It didn't play out.
no, it really did not. It did not. Then we see Kelly, Britt, Drew, and Angela. They're going to the cooking class, and they're talking about like how it's good to get to know Phaedra. They asked Drew what's going on with Angela and Charles. Like, why are they asking Drew what's going on with Angela and
That
Charles?
was the producers. That
Was
was
it
in her confessional.
that was in her confessional?
Yeah, because she goes, I'm not saying you ain't
That's
asking me.
right.
Why are you
That's
asking
right.
me about that?
Yeah,
Good girl, Drew.
that's
You
right.
finally had your girl's back.
Right, that's what she says. She says, "That's my girl. I'm not saying nothing bad about her." You're right. It was
Mhm.
in the confessional, and it's like this.
Yeah.
Come on, stop. Just
Let it
stop it.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah. But Angela's having a great first season.
I think so too, and I think people think so too. I think people like Angela.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm
Yeah.
getting. That's what
So
I'm
let's
seeing
just let
on.
her be.
Yeah,
Like why? Because she's married to an NBA player, like an ex NBA player. That's where you got to go with it.
yeah. Not cool. Not cool. So then they get to the house where they're doing the cooking with Kelly. The house was built in 1932, and it is a 100% black owned distillery. So
Yeah.
they are a rum distillery. Is that correct?
Yes.
And they're learning to cook the national dish of Grenada, and it's called oil down. I don't even know what it was. Like I watched them cook it, but
It
do you know
looked
what?
really good. It was beef and pork, I believe, because Britt said she doesn't eat either. And she
Right.
couldn't even eat the rest because the
Of the
juices went on
juices.
top. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think there was rice in there, and it actually looked like there were plantains in there, but I don't know if they mentioned that. That's what it looked like to me when they showed the dish, but it looked good. And so did those guys cooking it, by the way.
You know what I thought was so interesting is that how the whole thing was outside. Like they were
Yeah.
doing like
Yeah. When they walked up and the table was set up, I was like, oh, they're cooking outside.
yeah, I thought that was interesting,
Yeah.
right?
That house was so old, maybe there's like no AC in it, or,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
it was easier to just do like a portable thing.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Or you know what? Maybe that's just how they do it in Grenada. Certain countries like that's how they do it. They just, they build these kitchens outside so that one, the smell is out there, and two, like,
Yeah.
So then we see Britt saying that she feels like the trip has been refreshing, that she's had a lot of conflict with Drew and Angela, but right now she's feeling like everything's okay. Okay. I'm glad to hear that, Britt.
Yeah. Nobody asked you, but we're
No.
glad to hear it, Britt.
And that's what that's what she does. She just like puts out like little bits of information.
That's so funny.
Phaedra's then talking to them about, how it was weird that Britt brought up Apollo.
Mm-hmm. We thought so too.
Yes, we certainly did. Like it made no
He
sense.
wasn't even there. He wasn't there and she wasn't invited. How would she even know that he was invited? Who cares?
Right. And that's what we said. Like, we didn't see him there. So why are you like, was he even there? Like,
Right.
it made no sense.
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a noise? Like, Nobody cares.
Exactly. It's so true. It's so true. Then Phaedra's asking who is black, which she's pointing to her napkin.
Yeah.
And Porsche said that, she said it's her friend, and the other ladies are also asking Drew who black is, and she's maintaining that they are just friends. And again, Kelly's questioning it. We've already been through this. The woman is going through a divorce.
She's not going to say it.
She's not going to say it. Just let it go.
Just let it go.
By the way, Simon Gubadia was deported today.
I saw that.
Yeah, he has left the country. He is out. He's back to Nigeria. They sent him back to Nigeria.
He does have a lot of kids, right?
He
He's got
does
like 6 kids. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where they're all from. I mean, some may be in Nigeria.
Yeah, maybe some of them are there. Yeah.
So Portia's going through a divorce as well. So she should be understanding this of all people. And you know what? Phaedra's an attorney. So, stop asking these questions.
She's very clearly not going to admit it. She's not going to say it. So just let it go.
Yeah.
I liked when Shamea's like, I got my best friend back. About her and Porsha.
I know. I love that too.
But do we know? Like, are they okay now? I don't think so, right?
I don't think they are. And that's what what happened? I mean, we're already on episode 14. Like, how did this go wrong?
I don't know. Did they film the reunion yet?
Yes, they just did.
They just did because the picture just came out of the seating chart, right?
Yes, they just did.
Shamea got first seat.
Yes.
On one side. Does Porsha have first seat on the other side?
I think so.
So something's got to happen between them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So the ladies head back and they got to get ready for their dinner tonight because they're meeting with the prime minister.
Is he a religious man? Because the outfits.
What was he? Oh, gosh.
All of their outfits, they were just showing so much skin. They all looked amazing and they all have amazing bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought, you're going to meet the prime minister.
I know.
I don't know. Maybe cover up some skin.
Listen, I think that's just how they dress.
Yeah, it is. And they look amazing.
They do look amazing. They do.
They do. I mean, that scene under the waterfall where they're all in their bathing suits, it was like a video. They were like in a music video.
I mean, the poses and
yeah.
And poor Shamea, she's like, I only had a 2-piece in my. I'm like, girl, you look fabulous.
Please.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Rock the 2-piece, Shamea. It's much easier to go to the bathroom.
That's right. And she came out in this beautiful yellow gown that we found that she borrowed from Porsha because her luggage still is not there.
Crazy.
But they do. I mean, they do dress like that. That's just how they dress. It is what it is. Then Angela's on the phone with Charles and she finally gets in touch with him and she says, don't you miss me? Like, it's the first anniversary that we're not together, leading him. And, he's not biting. Charles is not.
All he can say is, okay.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Listen.
I listened to Dolores and Tamara talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Dolores say? She's trying to put a triangle into a square box. It was the funniest analogy.
Yeah. Listen, I think that's their relationship. That's their banter. It is. I think they're completely fine. I don't think anyone needs to worry about that.
Totally agree.
Why do I have Cynthia? Okay, so then Cynthia is okay. So this is before they even get to the. So Cynthia's
when they went. Who did Cynthia go with? Porsha.
Cynthia went with Porsha.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Cynthia went with Porsha. So they're back. They're still at the house, and they're waiting for everyone to get ready before they go meet with the prime minister. And Cynthia pours a shot of tequila, and Shamea, Shamea pours it for her, and she's making all these comments about Britt and saying that we're not hood rats, we're very classy women. Britt's saying this, classy women don't have shots, all indignant because they're having shots because she doesn't want to have one because she threw up the night before. So just don't have one. You don't have to disparage them.
Right. Yeah. I don't think she needs to say that classy ladies don't do shots because that is not true.
No, that's not true. And why are they hood rats just because they're doing shots? Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're bringing up the stupid money again, but the Rolls Royce and the Birkin. I'm tired of hearing this.
Shamea is very passive aggressive with this.
She's really
being very passive aggressive. And I don't like that. You have a peach now.
Right.
You don't do that.
And you're
Not a
very
good look.
well off. You're very well off.
Exactly.
And honestly,
Exactly.
I mean, as we see on the ride home, she's got a lot of shit going on at home. Like, why are you even bothering with this nonsense?
Yeah, like, why are
Seriously.
you bringing it up again?
Yeah.
Well, she said that she had a conversation with Britt prior. She took her out and they had a conversation prior. Why didn't you tell her then you should give 1,000? Can you give $1,000? Because that's what everybody's doing. Can you do that? And if Britt, it's off camera. If she said, no, I can't do that. Okay, well, what can you do?
Right.
But instead, she didn't, she worked around it and now she's embarrassing her on the show.
Yeah. I did not like it.
Mm-mm.
I didn't like it. And then they're also so then they're trying to blame Kelly, like Kelly should have told her because Kelly was her friend. Well, that's not Kelly's business to tell her, I don't think. I mean, unless Britt's asking the question,
Right.
but I think I would ask the question.
I would ask the question.
Like, what's everyone given? And if they say $1,000 is, then I would say, maybe I can't do 1,000. I
Right.
can only do 500,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then this thing between Portia and Britt is so stupid about the text message, the group text.
Yeah, that she
Is
didn't.
that, was that, I mean,
Yeah,
you didn't say who you were.
right. I mean, it's when she first met her. You get a group text with all these people and she doesn't know who you are and she didn't save your number. And then you're asking her a question and she's like, well, who is this?
Right.
You never told her who you
You never
were when she
answered.
asked.
Right.
So how is she supposed to know?
Hmm.
I mean, is she a mind reader? No, she's not.
No, that was dumb. But now they got to get it together because now the prime minister's there.
Yeah, that's right. And before that happens, Britt says, you got to let me finish, baby. And Portia's like, oh no, not baby. And that's when
Yeah.
Shamea's like, we got to put a button in this because, and thank God he did walk up because
Oof.
it wasn't going to go well, right?
No.
So they start asking him questions and he sits down and they find out he has two children and their ages. They didn't ask him if he had a wife. They never asked him that. They
No,
just
that's what I have
assumed.
here. Like, is he really single? He's very good looking.
They just assumed.
He looks young, but he said the ages of his kids, so he's in their age range.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they decide who they think is going to be the best first lady.
Yeah. Portia
Phaedra,
gets most of the votes.
yes, because she likes people from another country.
But Angela said Kelly.
Yes, Angela, yes, she would like to make a good first lady. Phaedra said Drusilla cannot be the first lady showing up in her Timu.
Yeah, she did say that. She did say something about Timo.
I was like, I mean, I honestly hate to tell you, I think they all look like they were wearing Timu. Just gonna put that
I
out
think
there.
they were too. I do.
So the prime minister excuses himself, and that's when all the ladies are like, they can't believe that he's got two kids, and that he's not married, and they're like, well, what makes you like? How do you know he's not married? And Angela's like, Charles doesn't wear a ring, and listen, I get what she
Phaedra's
was saying.
response to that is so funny, though.
What
Does
did
this
she?
woman have Tourette's? Why is she
Oh
just
yeah,
yelling things out about her marriage?
that's right. I'm right. Yes.
Not that I think anybody should be making fun of somebody with Tourette's, but Portia's response was,
Portia said that.
yeah.
Does she have Tourette's or something?
Why is she yelling things out about her marriage?
Because then she says, like, she expressed to him in therapy that that matters to her and it bothers her that he doesn't. Well, you think that then he would wear it, but he doesn't. And now you're putting it all out there.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if it does, so I don't know. Oh, I was watching the after show and I was thinking this as I was watching the show, but I think it was on the after show. Somebody said it like, it doesn't matter if a guy's going to cheat, a guy's going to cheat. It doesn't matter if he has a ring on his finger or not. And unfortunately, from what I understand, a lot of women like a married man, like side pieces like the married man. So, that could be detrimental that he wears a ring. Listen, if it bothers her, he should wear the fucking ring.
Right. Right. If
My
it does.
husband lost his wedding band twice, got it back the first time. And this was his father's wedding band. This was the actual ring that his father wore. He lost it on a golf course once. They found it 3 months later. He got it back. He lost it again. but I did just buy him a new one for Christmas. He doesn't wear it every day, and that's fine. But like we went to the wedding Saturday night, he wore his wedding ring. But he's like scared to wear it because he's lost it twice. He lost a lot of weight and it like slipped off his finger. I'm okay with it, but if it bothers her, then he should put the damn ring on.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. Bill wears his wedding ring all the time. I, on the other hand, don't wear mine because it's too big and I just haven't gotten its size and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
And honestly, the way I work in my job, I just wouldn't want to wear it anyway. It's not like I'm
Right.
at a desk or an office. Like, I want to burn the clothing that I'm wearing some days when I come home
Yeah.
from work.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to wear it.
I wear mine when I go to work and when I go out, but when I'm working remote from home or going to the gym, like I don't wear it all the time. I don't wear it to the salon.
Right. Right. So then they bring out the cake for Angela's birthday, for her anniversary. I thought that was so nice. She starts crying because,
That was nice.
she appreciates it. She saw that the girls saw that she was a little bit sad about her anniversary and not being with Charles, and they, got a cake for her. I thought that was nice.
I think it was very nice. I liked when Phaedra said, "Most men are crazy and most women like penis. It's a give and take."
Right.
When Angela was talking about Charles not like basically she was like, if it doesn't bother her, whatever. But
Right. Exactly.
yeah, most men are crazy and most women like penis. It's a give and take. Words of wisdom by Phaedra Parks.
Yeah. And Phaedra also says that she feels like Britt is self-sabotaging, that she needs to open herself up and join the group, like, and just be herself. Stop trying to, I don't know what it is she's trying to do, to be honest with you. I feel like she's trying too much.
When she said you're putting yourself in a hot seat, I'm like, damn, thank God. Like Britt needed to hear that. What she does with it, I don't know, but she needed to hear that because that's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, it is.
Even back to when the season first started, and we said it, like her reaction to Kenya asking where her other ring was so overboard because she was just wearing a ring that looked like an engagement ring. And typically you have a wedding band on the same finger with the engagement ring.
Right.
She didn't. So her reaction to that question was over the top.
It definitely was. It definitely was.
So Phaedra's giving her good advice.
Yeah, she is. But, like most women, she doesn't listen.
Right.
So then they're on their way back, and Shamea gets the call from Gerard, and he lets her know that Shiloh is sick and that you have to call the agency and try and find somebody else because keep that lady around anymore. She's just throwing the baby. At first, I was like, "What?"
What? Yeah.
Yeah, but then he kind of explains it a little bit more. It was the person from the agency was putting the baby in the crib without a blanket or anything, and the baby is very cold and Shiloh's immune system is compromised and like she needs to be swaddled and, taken care of in a better way. It was not like the woman was abusing the child, right?
Right, exactly. Right. And I'm wondering like if this nanny was from a different country, if the cold room was like to do something to help some kind of other symptom that Shiloh had. Listen, either way, they need to get somebody else in there because the woman wasn't caring for her the way she needed to be cared for. But I am wondering if that's what was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And we don't know, but just to even
Right.
get that call and everyone, you could see.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, he says if she doesn't feel better tomorrow, he's going to take her to the doctors. And then we find out from, Shamea that she didn't even have a first birthday party for her because, she had been so sick and they didn't want her around all these people. And, she's not had it easy, this baby. This baby has not had
No,
it easy.
no, she's got a lot of issues.
And now she's feeling guilty because that's what moms do. She's not there. Her daughter's sick. She's here, in Grenada with these women. She says she's living her best life. I mean, she's having a good time and she's,
Yeah.
it's
And she
okay.
does have a good husband who's
Right.
very supportive, who is holding it down at home.
Absolutely. So once they get back to, the place, they all go back into Shamea's room and, she's crying, obviously. And the ladies they're all there crying, actually. And they're all holding hands and they're praying for Shamea and Shiloh. And then again, Britt, it's just like she hugs her and says, "I got your back no matter what." She's crying and saying, "I've always been there, for you. Like, this is what real sisterhood is." And I'm just like, where is this
What are you
coming
doing?
from? Like,
Right.
seriously, like, where is this coming from?
It was a lot. It was a lot to take in.
Really was. And even so much as to get the shot. We're going to get a shot. And we're going to get a double. I mean, you were just yelling at her about the shot.
Right.
And then you're gonna go take off and put your titties on the counter? Like, what?
Just boobies out,
It made no sense. It seriously
flopping
made
them
no
on the
sense.
counter, and even Shamea was like, "What? What are we doing?
Like, what?
What?"
Like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get here?
And you're the only one doing it. It's not like you got everybody behind you like, "Yeah," like whipping them out. Nobody else was doing that.
Right. And she was just
Yeah.
calling them hood rats.
For taking a shot, and now she's doing a double, so what does that make her?
Yeah. And then she's going to
That
get
was
them.
wild.
It was just, it was crazy. I didn't get it. I seriously did not get it. We know that she didn't go to the reunion. We know that she is suing Bravo. We know that she's saying that the pictures that were on the posters are not pictures of her.
Right, so what's the basis of her lawsuit?
I
You
mean,
said the picture's not you.
it
So
just
what's the
doesn't.
basis of your lawsuit? Where's the defamation? It wasn't you, right? It wasn't you, so
I feel
you got
like
nothing to worry about.
Britt has the same legal advice that Karen Huger had. Like, who is
Yeah,
advising these women? Like, this
and Leah
makes no
McSweeney.
sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, what?
I don't get this lawsuit at all. Hostile work environment. They kicked Kenya off the show. They immediately removed her from the show. What was hostile? And
Yeah.
if it was so hostile, why didn't you leave?
Right.
You
And
stayed.
the pictures weren't of you? I mean, this is now over a year after the pictures came out, and we're just hearing that the pictures weren't of her? Who were they of? Or was there no faces on them?
I think there would have to be a face if it was her giving someone a blowjob.
Well,
How do
I
you
mean,
show that picture without her
it could
face
have been
being in
like
it?
from like the side view
Yeah.
or
I
from
mean,
the back.
her something,
It could have been the back of a
it could
head,
have been from the back. Yeah.
right? I mean, I don't
Really,
know.
it really depends on who took the picture.
Like, how was the phone?
Where they were standing. We're gonna need more details.
I think we need to see the
Was it
picture
the
at this point.
guy? Like, yeah, like it could have been the top of her head.
All right, maybe we need to look up the pictures. That's what we need to do.
Maybe. We're gonna need to see these pictures to really give an honest evaluation.
This is hysterical. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it.
I mean, way to seal your fate, man. Way to seal your fate. I mean, I don't think she was being asked back anyway, and she probably knew that too. That's why she's trying with this lawsuit, but what's with all the lawsuits?
I don't know.
The hostile work environment, though, is ridiculous because they got rid of Kenya as soon as it happened,
Yes, they
and
did.
you stayed. She stayed. So if it was hostile, wouldn't you have left?
And I think back when this had happened before, like right when the season had started, didn't I say, because I thought I heard someplace that the reason they got rid of Kenya right away is because she did lawyer up Britt. Didn't I say that? Wasn't that out there?
I think so, yeah.
So if she lawyered up in the very beginning a year ago, why is this just coming out now?
Well, I mean, I don't know what the statute of limitations is on harassment or defamation, but typically it's a 2-year statute of limitations. So you have 2 years from the time of the incident to file a complaint. But I don't know if she filed anything yet, did she? Or is she going to?
Well, that's a good question.
Like
Maybe it's not.
we're just hearing about it, but we don't know if it's actually happened yet.
Right. We haven't seen we haven't seen it, and we haven't heard for a fact whether or not the actual complaint has been filed. That's true.
And I don't know if suing a workplace, like a work environment, that might be a shorter statute of limitations. Maybe you only have a year to do that. Because I know if it's, at least in New Jersey, like if you're suing like a municipality or a county or something, I think it's 90 days you have.
It
It's
is
very
90
short.
days. It is
Yeah.
90 days.
So maybe a workplace is, I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I guess we probably have one more episode and then the reunion, or we don't even know. It can't be. It's got to be at least 2 more episodes, right?
I think we have 3 more episodes for some reason. I don't know why I think that.
Okay.
I think because they said we were going to get 5 episodes with Phaedra. Oh, so maybe we've had 3 already. Well, she came in very late in the first episode that she appeared in.
Yes,
And
she
she's been
did.
in both of the Grenada episodes.
Right, she came in before Grenada.
So I think we're gonna get 3 more episodes, but I could be wrong.
Or maybe
2
2.
or 3.
Yeah. Because I feel like we've got another day in Grenada for sure, and then we've gotta
Yeah.
have some sort of finale. It can't be in Grenada. There's gotta be something else.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm assuming something's gonna go down between Porsha and Shamea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait and see.
yeah.
All right, I don't have anything else. I guess next we'll talk about, our next episodes will be, Summer House and oh, no,
No
we're done
more
with Summer
Summer
House.
House.
I guess just
The
the
Valley.
Valley. Yeah, just the Valley,
Yeah.
okay.
And when Miami starts, is that starting, like, very soon?
I think I saw July. I think
Okay.
something, July 11th, I think.
So this'll be wrapping up by then. So this'll probably be there'll probably be a couple weeks, maybe we have the reunion at
I ha
Miami.
Have you seen any of the Miami, like, trailers or anything for Miami?
No, and I also didn't see the trailer for OC, but that's coming out soon, and Tamara was talking about it. I mean, I know they always do this, but she was like, they did a great job on the trailer for OC.
Okay. Alright, I didn't see the OC trailer yet either.
Yeah. Did you see Miami's?
I didn't see the trailer, but I did see Julia was talking. Did you see that?
I
About
did see that.
she was talking to Martina about how she told them, like, on Zoom or something, and Audriana, I don't know why I can't say her name all of a sudden, wasn't there.
And
I
Gertie left.
And Gertie left, and they've had a big falling out, both of them, which I'm very curious to see what that's all about.
Me too. I'm kinda surprised at Gertie, but
Yeah.
not Adriana. She's,
No, I'm
she
not about.
sways in the wind whichever way she wants to move.
Yes, and the other big news that came out this week is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
Rachel Zoe.
Yeah.
She is filming because 'cause they're filming now, so that's
I wonder how,
interesting.
like, who, like, they always say, like, she's a friend of so and so's. I wonder whose friend she's coming in as. But I mean, she's been on that scene for a long time. She was in an episode of Entourage. She was in the last episode of Entourage where Vince goes and gets the ring. I think she sees him in the jewelry store.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's been on that scene. She's been in that scene for a long time. Well, she
Yeah.
styled most of them. So
Yeah, I think it'll listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
me too. I was texting you and cousin Gina. I would rather have seen Tracy Tudor or bring Tracy Tudor on also.
It's so
Because you and
funny.
I had talked about it one time, and I was like, "Why would she want that? She has her own show." And then, of course, we found out that show is no longer. So, yeah, she would want it.
And it's funny, I originally thought I would like Tracy Tudor on, but then the more I thought about it, I'm like, "Eh, like, I've seen her already. Like, what are we gonna see with her on Housewives?" Like, and she's already it would be like to me, it would be like if they put, I don't know, somebody who we've already seen so much of their life on. You know what I
I
mean?
think she would be a better fit in OC, quite honestly.
Maybe.
I mean, I know she sells $1,000,000 home. Like, obviously, I know she
Right.
has a lot of money. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like she'd be a better fit in OC, but she's got way more money than any of those people other than Heather Dubrow.
And Katie Gianella, she didn't finish the season, correct? Like, we know that for a fact, right?
Correct. I believe she had to leave a trip or left a trip or something happens on a trip.
And we don't know if she left on her own volition or if she was asked to leave. Interesting.
Yep. I think that this season of OC is going to be real good. I'm happy Gretchen is back. And I hope she puts Tamara right in her place. And I think she does.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think she does too. I'm looking forward to seeing that too. I'm looking forward to seeing that too. To wait and see.
Yeah. And Lexi's. So when I was listening to Tamara and Dolores today, they were reading Lexi's post about leaving Summer House. I don't think she's alluding to the fact that she quit because they were like, she got fired. She probably did. They probably didn't ask her to come back. But I don't think what she wrote was trying to lead people to believe that she quit on her own. It was just like, not the summer I signed up for and like her kind of explaining it.
I read it as though she was moving on and not coming back. I don't think she said either way. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, like, I don't think she wants people to think like, Brynn on Real Housewives of New York obviously was not asked back and is totally making it as if she left on her own. I didn't get that vibe from Lexi's post.
No, I didn't get that vibe either. I didn't get that vibe either. I mean, and if you watch what's going on social media, there's Real Housewives of New York cast members that are hanging out together all the time.
Yeah.
Like, in real life right now when they're not filming and they don't
Right.
have a film date, start dates. We know that Brynn was not a part of that anymore, right? And we know that Uba's not coming back because Uba made that announcement.
Yeah. I kind of wish Uba was coming back, but
Listen, I think this is better for her. She doesn't
for
need this.
sure. I
She
hope
does
she's
not
pregnant and happy in Connecticut.
Yeah, she does not need this,
She
right?
definitely doesn't need it. No.
And then there was what was the other Bravo news? Well, there was the fake AI that Carl wasn't coming back, but he made the statement that that wasn't true.
Yeah. So
Like
they
there was
must be filming that soon, Summer House. July 4th, right? They
I
start?
Yeah, I think that they are filming it soon. Because I did see that Carl's, I think hopefully it was real, that Soft Bar is actually opening July of this year.
So hopefully that'll be on the show.
Yes, hopefully it will be.
We should try to go.
I'm not a big fan of Brooklyn, but yeah, we can try to go. Just because it's
I
not
don't know if
easy
I've
to
ever
get
been to
to.
Brooklyn.
I mean, it's just not easy to get to from here. Brooklyn is like one of those places. It's just like Long Island. It's
That's where
not
the
easy to
Yankees
get
play,
here from.
right?
No, the Yankees
Is that
play
where
in the
Yankee
Bronx.
Stadium is?
No, Yankees play in the Bronx. The Mets
Okay,
play
that's where
in
I've been.
Brooklyn. You've been to the Bronx.
I don't
Wait,
think the Mets play in Brooklyn. Where does the Mets? Where's Citi Field? Is that where they play?
Brooklyn?
You sure? Because I thought that was a pain in the ass. Flushing, New York.
Oh, that's Queens, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
Queens, yeah.
Queens. So,
That's a pain
okay.
in the ass to get to.
So is Brooklyn. So is Brooklyn.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Okay.
See, the only way to get to Brooklyn from New Jersey is either go through Manhattan to get to Brooklyn or go through Staten Island to get to Brooklyn. It's kind of just like
Oh,
Queens. It's the same way. The
that's
Queens is the
right.
same way,
Okay.
right? It's the only way to get to Queens is to go through Manhattan to get to Queens. The Yankees play in the Bronx, which is part of Manhattan,
Right. Right.
but there's just not easy ways to get.
Well, we can have Frank Vesci take us and we can go through Staten Island.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
And we'll
I
make
hope
him take us to Pizza Giovanni's too.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Perfect. Frank, we planned your day.
Let us know when
Again.
it's good for you.
Exactly. All right.
All right. I guess until next time, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.